guys, we're back with Dr. Jody Gilligan, and we promised that we were going to do a second section of the interview with the doc because I wanted to get into some specifics, Jody. I want people to wrap their head around how this works and how it relates to their cycling performance. I mean, that's what we're all looking for. We're looking to improve our performance. If losing weight creates an improvement in performance, we want to do that. If resetting our metabolic rate creates an improvement in performance, we want to do that. So give us a little bit of an insight on the specifics, of how, a rider like myself or like, the thousands of people that are watching this can actually create a better performance cycling experience through what you're recommending.
Well, cycling is something that we do to be healthy, right? And unfortunately, I think that a lot of athletes are doing something to themselves that's very unhealthy, and that is the high consumption of carbohydrates, which of course we all rely on as our primary fuel source,
right.
With all the sports drinks and whatnot. And I didn't want to just have a protocol where we just lost weight, or even just body fat. There's a bigger problem out there, and I was trying to, when I was researching this, I started to connect the dots. One problem, then another problem, and I found that the common condition
right.
that a lot of us end up suffering from, may not even realize it, is what we call metabolic syndrome or insulin resistance. Some people will call it Syndrome X, hyperinsulinemia. It has a whole bunch of names.
But it's all basically the same thing.
All basically the same thing, and this is a primary condition that can result in a variety of secondary conditions, including blood sugar problems like hypoglycemia, type 2 diabetes. We can have problems with the thyroid becoming slow, and it's not really so much the thyroid, but the way the thyroid, when the thyroid makes T4, it gets processed by the liver, which is supposed to break T4 down to T3, and T3 is the ingredient that really jacks up our metabolism. Well, when the liver becomes insulin resistant, it naturally can't break down T4 to T3. So naturally, we'll end up going to a doctor, get diagnosed with hypoactive thyroid, and end up on T3 medication. We can have blood pressure problems over time with too much insulin in the body from eating all your carbohydrates all the time. It's a chronic problem, of course. The kidneys become insulin resistant, and the first thing they start to do is they'll trap sodium. Of course, we have a high sodium diet, right? And of course, when you back up sodium into the system, you retain water, and the blood pressure will go up.
Oh, so there's a chain effect.
There's a whole bunch of things. Yeah, even cholesterol levels increase.
Oh, wow.
We're trying to, with insulin resistance, you are actually releasing the stored triglycerides into the blood.
So there's another thing that happens is, I know it happens to me as a cyclist. You figure, well, I can do anything. I'm riding so much. I'm riding,
right.
200, 300, 400 miles a week. I'm riding 20 hours a week. I can get away with anything, and that's a real fallacy.
It's totally, yeah. It's a it's a. But you kind of live in a dreamland. You pretend that if you're an athlete that you are,
healthy.
Healthy, yeah. But it doesn't work out that way. And when I look at myself, what was happening to me, my blood pressure was rising. How could that be happening?
And you were telling you were riding 20 hours a week.
20
and
hours
you weren't
a week.
losing weight. Right?
I was gaining weight. I was losing muscle. I was walking, running. I was doing everything I could, lifting weights, riding like crazy. My cholesterol was high. Are you kidding me? I'm a doctor, and this is what was happening to me. Okay, and I was of course eating lower calorie, balanced. I was making all the classic mistakes that most of the low calorie
Then you were generating all this stress from not being able to lose weight, which is another source of stress
right.
for us.
And of course, when you're approaching 40 years old, you kind of accept it as becoming fat and 40. Okay, I'm just going to be another Masters athlete with my belly hanging out kind of guy, and. I was not looking forward to that. I needed a solution. So the metabolic reset plan is what we've worked on for myself, of course. But now, I want to give it to everybody. I want everybody to, get the benefits from this. And
I'll tell you what, Jody, I'll take the challenge.
All right.
And if you guys are interested in what Jody's talking about, he's got a website called correctivedoc.com, correctivedoc.com. So please write to him, and he's in Boca Raton, Florida. We're going to actually follow your protocol. Myself and my partner Carlos, who's on the other side of the camera.
I love guinea pigs.
And you love guinea pigs. So we'll be there. I mean, we both cycle as well. And I mean, I can see that something is working with you. I know that you did really well this weekend at the races down here. So we look forward to participating. And if any of you guys are interested, you know, please contact Jody, because I think that we got something very interesting here.
Yeah, I'm excited to show you guys. So yeah.
Excellent.
We'll do it.
Jody, thank you very much for being here with you. And
Thank you.
guys, we might have another interview with Jody later on, you know, and because we'll actually document the progress. And I hope that you stay tuned, because this is the kind of product and this is the kind of interviews that we like to bring you, something that you can use, something that you can actually take advantage of and become a better rider, a better cyclist, and a healthier person. See you guys.